Let's do a what's in my bag reader edition. Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for being here. Today I'm doing a video that was all the rage in 2012, and that is a what's in my bag video. I've been watching this kind of videos all throughout my teenage years, and I wanted to do my own version of it. Let's begin with what the actual bag is. So I've been using this fjällräven kånken 13 inches for the past 3 years, give or take a couple of months. And then previously I also had and still have a fjällräven that's in a different color. I'm not exactly sure what this color is. I think it's brick red or ox red or something like that. I'm not exactly sure if they manufacture it anymore in this colorway. This has been with me through a lot of things, and it still looks amazing. It works great for me and my use cases, and I still use it, especially in like the full winter time. But for summer, I do really like using my yellow ochre one, because I really like yellow as a color, and I think this color here is just perfection. With that said, let's start from the exterior of my bag. So as you can tell, I do have a labubu. This is a fall in wild labubu from like a special collection or just like a limited collection edition. I don't know, I just bought it because it looks super cute. It has this whole outfit with the flower and the overalls, and yeah, it's just really nice. It also has this bucket hat that I absolutely adore. If they sell this bucket hat in like a human size or an adult size, I would absolutely buy it. And then tied to the keychain of my labubu are my AirPods. These are the second generation AirPods Pro, and they are obviously running out of battery right now. But I've been using these ones for the past 2 years, I want to say. Previously I had the first generation AirPods and then the third generation, but the third generation didn't really stay in my ear, so I decided to buy these Pro ones because they have these things that go into your ear a bit and they stay put for the most part. They sound great, they have great noise cancelling and adaptive modes, and yeah, I absolutely adore them. I do carry these on the outside of my bag because I don't typically wear this on the back as it's supposed to be carried, but I just keep it like this when I'm walking around, mostly because it's like summertime and I get so sweaty. Like right now I am so sweaty, and I feel like if I carry this on my back the whole day, it's just not great. So I usually carry it like this. I keep my AirPods for easy access on the outside of my bag. And then speaking of the outside of my bag, on this like side pocket, I do have a pair of sunglasses. I do really like these because my problem with sunglasses is that I always forget them somewhere, but these have this like neck strap, and you can put them around your neck when you're outside, and you can take them off, you can put them on really easily, and this way I make sure that I don't lose them. Also, the color filter on them is great for when you are outside in direct sunlight. And then on the other exterior pocket, I do have two gel pens. The first one is a Zebra Sarasa clip pen in 05, and this is like a gray ash kind of a color. And then the other one is the Pilot G2. I think everyone has used this pen at a certain point, and it's just great. Does it sometimes bleed through the page? Yes, but I don't really care that much, so this always stays with me. And then also on this outside pocket, I do have a mini tripod that is very handy when I'm vlogging outside, because you just never know when you'll need it. So it is here. Now that we're done with that, let me show you what I keep in this like small pocket in front of the bag. A hand cream that I am running out of, as you can tell. This is one of my favorites. This is from La Roche-Posay. It is the cicaplast. And I really like this cream because usually with hand creams, they are very heavy and they leave that greasy, sticky residue on your hands, and also it transfers to your phone. Speaking of phone, I'm using the iPhone 15 Pro Max in this like natural titanium colorway, and I do have a yellow case for it and also the Apple MagSafe wallet. Obviously my phone is like always with me, but it's not usually in my bag, it's just like in my pocket or in my hand. So yeah, I was telling you about this cream. I love it that once you put it on, you rub it on your hands a couple of times and it just gets absorbed instantly. It kind of coats your hands, but it's never greasy or sticky or oily. It's just very velvety in a way, and it's very clear that I love this one because it's almost empty. I do have to repurchase a new one. What else do I have in this small pocket? A sunscreen that's almost empty as well. This is the Round Lab Birch Juice something sunscreen. I will put it on the screen or in the description, but this is very, very similar to my all-time favorite, the Beauty of Joseon Relief Rice and Probiotics SPF 50 plus PA plus 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 plus. And I bought this one because I was very curious about it and it was on sale when I bought it. I don't think I will repurchase this one just because it is so similar to the Beauty of Joseon one, and that one is less expensive here in Romania, so I will be repurchasing my tried and true Beauty of Joseon one. But yeah, this is nice. It's just way too expensive for what it is and how similar it is to the Beauty of Joseon one. And then I do have another sunscreen. You can tell I have a problem. This is the isntree hyaluronic watery sun gel SPF 50 plus PA4 pluses. This is the chemical version of it, and it is the only one that I would recommend between this one and the mineral one, because the mineral one, it leaves that like white cast, white residue on your face. And I also have a beard, I have a mustache, like it just gets gross really, really fast. So I always opt for the chemical version of the sunscreens that I'm using. And this is great. It goes invisible on your skin. I will say though, if you have oily skin, maybe this is not for you. I personally have oily skin and love it, but this is very dewy and shiny and it can get a bit greasy on your face. I don't mind that. I just love the formulation of this, and I've continued repurchasing this for many, many times now. And then the last SPF product for this video, I hope, I do have this lip balm from DM. It is called the Sundance SPF 50. This is great because it doesn't have that like weird aftertaste that the majority of SPF lip balms that I've tried have. This is no fuss, no frills. It doesn't smell really like anything, and yeah, can confirm it doesn't smell like anything. This is great, is affordable, and if you have a DM store or DM store near you, maybe give this one a go, especially during the summertime, because it's been amazing. I should repurchase this one because I don't have that much left, and I'm using this one a lot. So this is that. In this front pocket, I also have a box of ricolas. I just love the taste of these. I don't typically use chewing gum, so these are a great alternative for me because it just refreshes everything, and they taste great. I do have a card holder that keeps up to 4 cards, and it also has like a middle pocket that I have my ID in currently, because the Romanian IDs are just like super weird and they are not the same size as a regular card. they are bigger and they truly don't fit in any of the card holders. But yeah, I always have this on me. And then I also have like 20 lei in cash. I never really truly carry cash anymore just because all of the locations nowadays are accepting Apple Pay, so I use that all the time. Me saying that I don't chew gum anymore, and I do have two almost empty packs of gum that do look disgusting, and I probably should throw these away because I'm pretty sure they're expired. Yeah, one of them has expired last year, so I'm just throwing this away after this video. This is how you know that I didn't change anything in my bag before filming. And then the last thing that I have in my small compartment of my bag are my house keys. I do have this Apple AirTag with the yellow keychain and also a Lego Winnie the Pooh keychain that is absolutely adorable and it goes with me everywhere. And then just my keys here. So this is everything in the front pocket of my bag. Now let's tackle the bigger compartment because this is where it gets interesting, let's say. So in the big compartment of my bag, I do have one of those reusable water bottles. I've been using this one for probably 3 or 4 years at this point, and it's been great. I should remember to clean this more often. Usually when I'm going outside, I know if I want to film or vlog or if I just want to go outside and read and maybe take some pictures, but nothing too serious. So with that in mind, if I go outside specifically to film a vlog or to document something, I usually bring my DJI Osmo Pocket 3. I just love this camera so much because first of all, look at this, it's so satisfying. You just flick the screen in this direction and it automatically turns the camera on. And then if you click on this like joystick 3 times, it just switches the camera around. It is really, really cool. I love how small and compact it is, and it just helps me so much, especially when I'm filming outside, because it's not that like it doesn't draw attention too much. It has this like weird sound when you shake it. So I am quite worried about that in the long run, but for the moment it is absolutely amazing, and I've enjoyed filming a lot of videos with this specific camera. So this is what I'm bringing when I'm just like filming something outside. And then for my photography, I always have on me the Fujifilm X-T30 Mark II with this 35mm Fujifilm lens. It is one of my favorites. This camera is truly what got me back into photography and what got me really excited for photography again, because I was taking photos on my iPhone, but they never really turned out how I wanted them to for like a couple of years now, and this camera just like inspired me to create photos again. I love how compact it is. I love how it has this very tactile physical dials and physical buttons, and you can truly control how your camera behaves using these controls. They are very handy, and I love the film simulations that Fuji lets you use. I have a specific film simulation that I always use, and my photos look absolutely amazing using this simulation. I used to shoot in RAW previously, but now ever since I got this camera and ever since I've been discovering these like diverse film simulations, I don't really shoot in RAW anymore because the JPEGs look absolutely fantastic. I bought a lens for it from Viltrox. This is not what's in my bag at the moment, but I just wanted to mention it. It is this very, very small chip lens from Viltrox. The only downside to this is that it is f4.5 and it is locked at f4.5, so it's not that versatile and I can't really take a big variety of photos with it. This is great for like street photography, or if you want to just like document your vacation or stuff like that, I think this can work really, really well, especially for how teeny tiny it is. But just for my everyday photos, I do love using this bigger, like 35mm lens from Fuji, because even if it is bulkier, the results from it are just amazing and I love using it so much. And then I do have this pouch. I forget exactly from where I bought it, but this is where I keep my like book related things in my bag because I don't want them to be scattered like all throughout my bag. So in this pouch I have a journal, quote unquote. This used to be my reading journal in 2023 and 2024, and then I kind of fell out of that habit, and now it also like houses my reading journal from all those years ago. But I also have like a smaller notebook that I just scribble in. So this is the reading journal part of this specific journal, and then this is like the scribble anything kind of part. This is from Paper Republic. I have talked about this specific journal in one of my other videos. But yeah, I kind of want to get back into journaling my reading and the books that I read, because I'm just really happy with how this 2023 reading journal turned out. I had like a reading log and everything, and also some series that I was reading at that time, if I remember correctly. Yeah. And I also used to log in how many days I read in a month, which I don't think it's necessary, but whatever. And I just made this like scrapbook almost spread. So this is how the 2024 kind of title spread looks like. And then for each month in 2024, I did like a scrapbook thing and then the books that I read in that month. And I just kind of fell out of this habit, but I should really get back into it. So yeah, this is the journal in which I just like put random things and just things that I need to remember or stuff like that. And then in this journal, I am using this Kaweco Sport fountain pen. This is currently inked with, I think it is Diamine Autumn Oak, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I really do love these fountain pens because of how tiny they are. Also in this pouch, I have my trusty e-reader that I just redecorated recently. And then I also have this like phone grip attached to the back of my Kindle because it's just like super convenient to keep it like this while reading. Also, I don't keep my pinky underneath the Kindle anymore because that always used to turn off my Kindle because the power button is right here and it's really, really annoying. So this is kind of alleviating that issue that I had previously. This specific Kindle is the 12th generation signature edition, and you can see that I currently started reading this romance novella from M.A. Wardell called Stirring Spurs, and this is part of like an interconnected standalone kind of a thing. I started reading this last night and then I immediately fell asleep because I was super tired, so I do have to continue reading from this one. And then I also have a physical book, the one that I'm currently reading at the moment, and that is Paladin's Grace by T. Kingfisher. I am probably like 5 chapters into this one, and I really did miss how T. Kingfisher is just like crafting her stories and her characters, because the banter between the characters is immaculate. And as I said, I'm just like at the beginning of the story. This is about a paladin whose saint or whose god just died. So in this world you have different gods, and each god has people that are fighting for them called paladins. And this paladin's god, called the Saint of Steel, died during a battle. So now our main character Stefan pretty much has lost all of his motivation and will to live, because he actually feels like a physical part of him that's missing because his god is dead. But now, a couple of years after his god died, he has to rescue this woman who's I always forget how to pronounce this word in English. It's basically someone who creates perfumes, a perfumier, but I'm not exactly sure if that's even a word or how you pronounce it. But they just met and it's very clear they like each other very, very much. And the way that T. Kingfisher writes the banter between the characters is just unmatched. So I'm looking forward to continuing reading more from Paladin's Grace. Also in this pouch, I have my iPad mini. This is not the latest version, is the one before that, like the 2021 model, I believe. And on it, I have the Apple Pencil. I think this is the second generation, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, the tip of this pencil, I don't know if my camera will focus that close, but the tip of this pencil is absolutely destroyed and I do have to get a new tip for it. But yeah, as I was saying in previous clips, I use this iPad mainly for Procreate and to create the thumbnails for these videos. So this is the thumbnail that I created for the last video uploaded on the channel with my mid-year book freakout tag. And other than that, I don't really do that much on my iPad. Like, I also use it to scribble things from time to time, ideas for videos and planning content and stuff like that. But yeah, I use it mainly in conjunction with this Apple Pencil. I don't use it to watch YouTube or watch movies or all of those things. It's mainly a creative outlet for me. I almost dropped it. And then the last things in this pouch are they're not actually highlighters, but I use them as highlighters. These are the Faber-Castell Gold Faber Aqua Dual Markers. This is the actual name of them. And I use these like brush tips as highlighters. I don't highlight things that much anymore in books, but when I do, these come in handy and they were great. They don't bleed through the pages of the books or stuff like that. And they also have this like other tip on the other side that's more like a like liner, I guess. And you can underline things in your books with these smaller tips. And then the last thing that I have in this pouch is a bookmark that I got from Turkey when I visited in March. You never know when you need a bookmark, so I always have this with me and I don't have to worry about it too much, because if it bends or if it just gets stuck somewhere, you can still use it because it's fabric. I'm exposing myself again because I also found some receipts in my bag, and then I'm pretty sure that this is the last thing that I have in my bag. But I have a power bank, not really for my phone anymore because my phone lasts quite a while, but I mainly have this for my cameras. Like if I forgot to charge them at home or stuff like that, this always comes in handy because it does hold quite a few charges. I forget exactly what's the actual capacity of this one, but it can charge my cameras for like a couple of times. So I always have this with me. This is the Samsung battery pack. I don't know what it's called. It just says 10 on the front and then Samsung on the back. And then I also have one of those like small USB-C cables for it so that I can use it. And yeah, that's pretty much everything that I have in my bag. Oh wait, no, there's one more thing. Lens caps for my Fuji that I have looked for a while and didn't know where they were, but turns out they were in my bag. So yeah, this is everything that I have in my bag as a reader, quote unquote, even though the majority of the items are just like everyday things. Please let me know in the comments down below, what is the one thing that you can't leave your house without? Thank you all so much for watching, and I will probably see you in the next video soon here on the channel. Bye everyone.